Back in the 90s, almost every gamer was involved in the first Great War of Gaming. The blast-processing blue blur of Sega versus the block-busting red Italian plumber of Nintendo. Today, that battle is long over, and the former fighters are now friendly rivals. But that hasn't stopped the dedicated fan bases behind each character from pitting the two together. That's the basis of this brand new series, Mario and Sonic Versus! Here, we'll be taking a look at titles from each series that have strong similarities between each other, and putting them in a head-to-head match to decide who did it better. The winner is chosen by you. For this comparison, we'll be going over two categories individually for each title, gameplay and presentation. Alright, now the protocol has been established, let's start off with the latest races from each side, Mario Kart 8 versus Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform. Let's start off with the original King of Karts. The Mario Kart series is mainly recognized for its greatness because with every new entry, while new elements are added, the core formula manages to remain in place each time. MK8 is no different, as this time around, it borrows some mechanics from Nintendo's own F-Zero, sporting the zero-gravity vehicles and roller coaster-like track design. The new zero-gravity mechanic works wonderfully with the Mario Kart formula, as proven by the seamless transition between the traditional and new zero-G style. The feeling is amazing, and the sense of speed is even enhanced. Being able to climb walls and drift upside down brings a great amount of enjoyment, and combined with the typical madness that the series is known for, it pushes the fun factor to new heights. Speaking of which, MK8 also introduced a brand new 200cc mode, which pushes the bar of insanity to 11 and beyond. Even the relatively simpler tracks feel like new challenges, thus adding to the already high level of frustration due to the uncertainty of each race. Borrowing the kart customization mechanics from Mario Kart 7, MK8 enhances it by adding an even greater variety of vehicles, including some which just add to the already bizarre nature of the game. Just about every track in MK8 is fun to play through, and the reimagined retro tracks are even better thanks to the addition of the new element. Despite the fact that he's known for his signature speed, Sonic has quite the grocery list of failed attempts of trying to get on the racing scene. Well-known studio Sumo Digital was finally able to crack the code back in 2010 with Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and now they've pushed it even further with its 2012 sequel. Racing Transformed decided to put a spin on the Mario Kart established formula and instead take some pages from another Nintendo racer. The transformation mechanic is pretty decent here, as it adds a level of depth and variety to the game. Every track in the game dynamically changes, so you never find yourself doing the same thing for too long. While it's a neat concept though, the execution isn't perfect. Boats, planes, and karts all handle very differently from each other, so every time you transform, it's a little bit disorienting, unlike the fluid transition of MK8. For what it's worth though, the track designs are still nice as they all represent past titles in Sega's heritage, and stay true to the theme of each franchise. The character roster also features past characters, some of which haven't been seen in literal eons. This pushes the level of fan service a little higher than that of MK8, which only recently started including non-Mario characters. What really sets the two games apart is the fact that Racing Transformed includes a variety of different special events, which are used to unlock new characters, tracks, and performance-altering mods. While these add more gameplay value, once again, the execution falls short of perfect, and some of the tasks are simply tedious and not to mention pretty difficult. Mario Kart 8 marks the series' debut in HD. While the series has always boasted a very pleasant art style, seeing it in HD for the first time is indeed a breathtaking experience. MK8 makes amazing use of the Wii U's hardware by pushing large amounts of vibrant color, a great use of visual effects, and high-resolution textures. This is all complemented by a rock-solid, buttery smooth frame rate of 60. While MK8's visuals may be amazing, that's not the only thing. Its soundtrack is heavenly. This marks the first time that a Mario Kart 8 game has sported a fully orchestrated soundtrack, and after this, I honestly hope it won't be the last. You can hear the talent and dedication of the sound team in just about every song, including the retro tracks which have been recreated. From the old favorites to the new originals, each piece of music in MK8 is fast-paced and fun. While its gameplay may have some flaws, Racing Transformed still sports a relatively nice art style. Like Mario Kart 8, the game features a great use of color and some pretty decent visual effects. Unfortunately, not all of it looks great, as the character models, while alright, look rather plasticky, especially when they come out of their vehicles. In addition to this, Racing Transform runs at 30 FPS, making it a little less appealing than MK's smoother performance at 60. Sound-wise, the game does sound relatively nice. It does a much better job than its predecessor, which simply rips past songs directly from the titles the stages were based off of. Here, Racing Transformed sports its own original soundtrack, which consists of remixed versions of past songs. They all sound good, however, they all have an electronic/techno style to them. While it's great for consistency, it causes it to lose a bit of variety. In the end, there's no denying that both of these titles are great. Mario Kart 8 does an amazing job of evolving the series without losing the traits that made it great in the first place. The track design is great, the soundtrack is outstanding, and the visuals are stunning. While the races remain as frustratingly unpredictable as ever, that doesn't stop it from being incredibly fun. Sonic & All-Stars Racing Transformed is pretty much the best racing game in the Sonic series yet. It took him a while, but he's been able to catch up to his former competitor. Racing Transformed isn't as polished as Mario Kart 8, but it does have its moments. While a difficult game, the dynamically changing style of the cars and tracks is still fun, and the visuals are pretty decent. Now then, who did it best? Here's the part where you come in. PC users, go ahead and click right here to cast your vote as to which game you think is better. For you mobile users, just go to the video description and tap the link to cast your vote. If you guys liked the first episode and want to see more, smash that like button and make sure to leave a comment down below. Until next time, thanks for watching.